What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. The first thing we're going to be looking at right now is the new Herman Moore. Now, a lot of us didn't really get a chance to take advantage of, some of the mainstream cards that we liked, and we got a lot of this stuff very delayed. It's very unfortunate. Some of the things that they did with MUT this year, very positive things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the MUT content, the grinding for the solos, the free cards, all that stuff was great, but I don't think that they did us justice with giving us enough time to play with these 99 overall cards. I think they should probably schedule their releases a lot sooner, so that way people are able to enjoy it a lot more going forward. But we're going to be talking about three things that EA still might have in Madden 20 that could hurt the gameplay. As far as that goes, that's going to be a whole nother video, because some of you guys are asking me like, yo, are they going to keep doing these things? Are they going to do it like the way they did Franco Harris dirty, just not give him a card for his final card? Do you think that those things will continue to happen? I'm not really sure about that. I think that a lot of what we've been seeing is experimentation. All right, and that's when I jump into these three things right here. The three things that I'm going to talk about right now: cover 4 drop, just basic animations that make no sense, and pretty much the wide receiver reactions in Madden 20. Now, based on the beta, some of these things were going on, but it wasn't to the extent of what it happens like in Madden 19. All right, so because they minimized a lot of the animations, like for instance right here, right? That's a deep ball, right? But because if I throw the ball, like if I put like air under the ball, it gives the corner, even though Herman Moore has a 99 speed and he's out, like bro, Audi 5000, they still allow the corner to catch up ridiculously. One of the things that I noticed in 20, it was still there a little bit, but what happens is they gave you like a running start animation. Like the dude will start like hop stepping a little bit with the animation, and he would be able to catch it. It would be a rack animation, but it wouldn't look natural. So they kind of took it away, but it's not, it's not completely gone that, you'll always get that deep ball. But if you have that actual, 5-yard step or whatever on them, you can actually put air under the ball now, which is a huge thing. But again, they do have the animation where the guy, he actually is like, it's like he's jogging a little bit, and the guy is like, even though he's not really next to him completely, he's there, but you still catch the ball. So the reason that I point that out is you're going to be able to get a lot more deep balls if your quarterback can get the ball down there. Keep in mind with the release and things like that. See, this guy right here, bro, he's a savage, this guy right here, because he's coming out, like we're going to get to cover 4 drop in a second, but I just want to clearly show you that this man is running cover 4 drop and he's locking up the entire field. And the good news about it is I played that in the beta and it wasn't as successful. But let's just talk about, like I said, with the animations first. When you throw the ball deep and your quarterback is able to get the ball downfield, you will more often than not complete that pass if the defender either plays down for pressing you or he's just not in the right position where he's supposed to be. They will allow you now to catch the ball. Regardless of the animation that you get, you will be allowed to catch the ball. That I can verify because I labbed it in franchise all Madden, and I played a ton of head-to-head games with the beta. All right, now we're gonna go over to cover 4 drop. Now, cover 4 drop is a defense that these dudes run when they know they have no chance of stopping you. All right, so this guy that I'm playing right now, that's what he chose to do. Now, cover 4 drop has been causing these issues for the last 3 years. What happens is, whether you leave the guys in the contain and the linebackers stay in the purple and you have the deep blues or whatever, what happens is people adjust the deep blues to like the outside deep, the outside deep blues, you can adjust it, quick links, whatever, and they stay with you no matter what. All right, now I played against a lot of guys that were running it in Madden 20 beta, and they weren't able to do the same things. For instance, they weren't able to lock up the run. Primarily when I came out with the Rams and I was running around with Todd Gurley, right? What happened was Todd Gurley, because of the way the defense is and the guys are coming down, Todd Gurley's stiff arm is so wild and savage that what would happen was not only do your linemen now block the dudes that are in those zones, but they hold their blocks long enough for you to make a play. I don't know, and also, what is that running backward stuff? I don't know what he was just doing right there. Doesn't really matter. But I want to point out that the zone guys, they actually go to zone. So it's not like, like how when you see that it's a run, and in Madden 19, what they do is they still come right down and they stop the run, they stop the pass. It's not like that in 20. All right, now, the one thing that I did notice, because the guy that I played in Madden 20, he came out running it the entire game, And, you know, I think I beat him by like 14, but it still was a close game because the defense still kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's still kind of annoying, but you can do stuff to it. You can still run draws on it. It's just that now with the addition of, regardless of them being in the deep blue, if their cornerbacks are not fast enough, you can beat them over the top. Now, there are plays that beat cover 4 drop over the top, but it's a lot of route simulation. I don't know why he didn't pick that. There's a lot of route simulation that you have to add in to kind of get the deep blues to come down a little bit and see if they're gonna, you know, stop on a hitch or whatever. But the guy that's doing it, the guy, like these guys that run it, the cover 4 drop, they can easily just pass commit and they'll just stay going back. So it was very, very difficult to beat that. And the one thing that I particularly did not like was that they could press you out of the defense. I know a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. We've been streaming it. I've been showing it to you guys all year. Even if they pressed you, it didn't matter. He got that 4th and 3. Bro, I should have put that other guy in another zone right there. That's on me right there. But that was one of the major things that would happen on a regular basis, was that if you came out in cover 4 drop, you knew already, like the guy that was running it, he already got an ebook on it, like this dude was ready to go. Like, you're not going to be able to do anything to him because somebody already gave him an ebook letting him know, look, you're an idiot. So look, run this defense right here and you can be dominant. Like, so that's what he comes out and does. The beauty of it though, like I said, these things still beat it in Madden 20. The draw play, a lot of different things still beat it, but the primary thing that I like about it is that you can now throw the ball over the top and be successful on the deep blue zones. That is huge to me. All right, now finally we come to the wide receiver situations, right? Like right now, you see how my guy goes for that and he catches it? That's all good and well, but what happens with Madden 19, if you throw the ball, right? I don't know why he just threw, okay, he was actually on the move sliding. If you throw the ball up for a streak, okay, and your player is, you know, he's right there, he's a tall guy, say a Michael Thomas, you know, Herman Moore for this instance right here, and you see this guy's running cover 4 drop like at $1, 335 normal. He's doing everything to be a bum, right? What happens is when it's one-on-one with the deep blues, the thing that I really, really liked about Madden 20 and what they brought back kind of from 15, like right here, you see this right here? You see how my guy goes up and the guy is behind him? In Madden 20, you're gonna have a better chance to go for that ball. Like, you can literally stop, turn around and catch the ball. Like, it's really, really weird. Like, they actually brought it back. This guy is a weirdo. He just threw it right there. I don't know what he was doing. Like, good play though, guy. Good play. After I just threw a wild savage pick, that's what you come back with? Good stuff, man. So look, let me just point that out now with the wide receiver reactions, all right? I didn't see an instance where the receiver did not go up for the ball, like as far as like reacting to it, but I did see some things that might kind of frustrate you, like as far as the animations where they both go up and then the guy karate chops the ball out of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they both go straight up in the air and then the ball pops out. That animation is still there. Now, the thing that I think will counteract it is the fact that you can actually catch the ball now. You see what I'm saying? Like, usually in this game, if you got an animation to come down with it, it was all animated. Madden 20 now, when you guys both go up for the ball, it's a different experience. So you'll be able to more control the player and have an advantage to that. Now, some of you guys might be asking, okay, Gmi, does that mean that you have to have double me? Does that mean that, you know, your player has to be a certain, like, does rack him up? Like, would it work with rack him up? Let me tell you this about rack him up in Madden 20, right? Those players like Antonio Brown and OBJ, which is unfortunate because OBJ is obviously why all this madness started in Madden 16. He didn't jump a lot for the ball with wild animations. And I don't know if it had anything to do with the fact that they toned him down because he's a rack him up player, but in franchise mode, when I was labbing it on all Madden, he did not jump for the ball like even Landry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even jump like that. Like, it was weird. Like, they want him to be a guy that just pretty much racks up the ball. Like, he's only supposed to catch drags and that's it, and rack up the yards. It's very, very weird. Now, will they change that? Because that's the beta, right? So they could definitely do some tuning to it, but that's what most of you guys are scared about. Like, if they start doing some things and then everything else starts getting crazy and then it's like, yo, what's going on? This is the reason why I'm not as scared as you guys are about that situation. Based on the format of the game itself, they have to go out of their way to make the game turn into 19, 18, 17, or 16. Because just by the way it was in the beta, if that's the similar format that they use, it's going to transcribe into better gameplay. Regardless, it's going to transcribe into you have to make a better decision. You can't just come out and do whatever you want, throw the ball in the quadruple coverage, or like, you have to play better. So that's what I'm saying. As far as it going into it, because you guys wanted me to tell you some of the things that I think that might hurt the gameplay, those are the things. But again, what I saw within the time that I played the beta, it was counteractions to all of the stuff, because yes, there are still animations in the game. And yes, some of them are very, very annoying, but you don't get the same type of continuous, like, same play thing. Like right there, you see that stiff arm right there? If that's Todd Gurley in 20, that dude is getting punched to another dimension, and you're gonna probably keep going. And you can see he's still running cover for a drop, but with stretch and stuff like that, you can still beat it. But the whole thing is, when he comes out and like based on what he's doing, like cover for a drop, once you see this in 20, you see the way he's keeping his guys back? Because his guys are back in 20, he's gonna give up a lot more running yards than he's giving up right now, because the players won't get back down in time to do certain things. And then if he tries to press you and do anything like that, which he doesn't want to do right now, I don't know, for whatever reason, if they try to press and your player is faster, in Madden 20, you will be able to dominate that. So and by the way, Josh Jacobs is just straight garbage in this game. I don't know what he's doing, but this dude couldn't break a tackle to save his life. Just keep in mind, look what he's doing. Just look at the stuff that he's doing. He's about to get dotted, but that's not what this is about. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have any user, so obviously we had to deal with him accordingly, but it is what it is. And those are just some of the concerns that you guys wanted me to address, and I told you guys that I would, coming into Madden 20. There are going to be some things that you're going to see that's going to be like remnants of 19, but it's different in the way that the players move, the way that the players react, and I think that we're in store for some very, very good gameplay if we're willing to give it a chance. I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead, if you're not already doing it, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all at GmiasWorld. There will be more videos coming very, very soon. I got some special things coming for you guys. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Enjoy your day, and I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.